everyone! Today we're going to talk about
diversity,
representation,
equity.
When Frances McDormand won the Oscar for Best Actress in 2018, she ended her speech with two words:
Inclusion rider.
Inclusion rider is an equity clause, an amendment to the contract of an A-list actor that demands the hiring of a certain number of individuals from marginalized groups in the cast and crew of the project. The concept was presented by the media researcher Stacy Smith during a TED Talk in 2016. It sounds pretty cool, right? But the details are a bit tricky.
2 weeks after the Academy Awards, a Forbes magazine article found many issues regarding the clause enforcement in Hollywood productions. These issues include the lack of clarity in relation to which minorities and job categories would be covered, the effect on third-party companies, the privacy of the applicants, and even laws that prohibit quotas.
To me, the main problem is that we're trying to solve the lack of diversity with a merely quantitative solution.
You have probably heard of studies that show how female characters generally have fewer lines and more sex appeal than their male counterparts in the movies. In the same way, white people tend to be the protagonists while people of color play secondary roles. You may not always notice, but the list of stereotypes is long. LGBT characters are often ludicrous, Latinos are most likely seen as mobsters and drug dealers, and Asians and indigenous peoples are exotic.
So, is it enough just to increase the percentage of these people in front and behind the cameras? Well, of course not, because equity means more than inclusion.
Equity is also about representation, and it requires a deep change in the mindset of the society and consequently of the storytelling business.
You know, equity has never walked in stride. The last country to abolish slavery did it at the end of the 20th century, and in many countries, women still don't have the right to vote.
In conclusion, initiatives for inclusion are welcome, but they are palliative. It is not possible to end years of segregation without understanding and perpetuating the feeling of belonging.